Good day. Welcome to Bite-Sized Essentials. If you find this video useful, do like it and forward it to your friends. Subscribe to us and choose Receive All Notifications so you won't miss any important updates from us. Strap in, folks, for Office Politics 101, Conquering the Corporate Jungle, the only guide you'll ever need to navigate the treacherous underbrush of cubicle life. Imagine an office where briefcases, backstab, and desk lamps drain your very soul. Sounds like a thriller, right? But fear not. We're diving headfirst into this jungle, armed with nothing but our wits and a hefty dose of humor. From battling the infamous backstabbing briefcases to outsmarting the gossip-mongering staplers, we've got the inside scoop on turning office foes into nothing more than amusing anecdotes. So, ready your coffee mugs and set those swivel chairs to spin, because we're about to turn the corporate world upside down, one laugh at a time. First up, we encounter the infamous backstabbing briefcases. These are not your ordinary briefcases. They're more like Pandora's boxes on a power trip. But how do you outsmart a briefcase that's plotting your downfall? Simple. Kill it with transparency. Imagine a briefcase trying to gossip about you. But alas, it finds nothing but clear, honest communication. Did you hear what happened in the meeting? The briefcase whispers, only to be met with, yes, everyone did, because I followed up with an email summarizing the decisions. Take that, briefcase. Your plots are as useless as a waterproof tea bag. Moving on, we stumble upon the idea-draining desk lamps. These creatures are particularly sneaky, basking in the glory of your ideas. The solution? Innovation, camouflage. Whenever you're brainstorming under the watchful eye of the idea-draining desk lamp, throw in some decoy ideas. For every brilliant proposal, suggest something absurd like, let's replace all computers with abacuses for a tech detox. Watch as the lamp recoils in confusion, allowing your real ideas to slip by unnoticed. Next, we navigate through the treacherous territory of gossip-mongering staplers. These staplers love to clip together juicy bits of misinformation. Counteract their efforts by becoming the master of the positive spin. When you hear a stapler click, jump in with a compliment about a colleague. Yes, I did see Dave in the boss's office again. He's such a team player, probably discussing his next big idea to save the company money. Suddenly, the stapler's gossip dossier becomes a compliment compilation album. And then we must deal with the meeting hijacking clocks. These time-bending menaces can turn a quick check-in into a never-ending saga. The best defense? The ancient art of the agenda. Arm yourself with a timed agenda so ironclad that not even a hijacking clock can derail it. As much as I'd love to discuss the existential dread of our daily routines, let's pivot back to item 2 on the agenda. Watch as the clock's power wanes. Its attempts to hijack the meeting as futile as trying to use a banana as a phone. Next, we bravely face the delegation desk. These ever-expanding monuments to overwork grow tasks like a magical beanstalk. But fear not, for the magic word here is delegation. When a task lands on your desk, consider if it can be shared or split. Hey, this project has team effort written all over it. Let's divide and conquer. Suddenly, the desk shrinks back, its ploy to overwhelm you, thwarted by the power of teamwork and shared responsibility. Let's not forget the flattery fans. These are not your garden variety fans. Oh no, they're more like weather vanes, spinning wildly with the winds of opportunity. They'll shower you with praise when the sun's out, but vanish at the first sign of a cloud. The trick to dealing with them? Take their compliments like you would an expired coupon, with a polite nod and the knowledge you'll never actually use it. Oh, you think I'm the best thing since sliced bread? That's great. I'll add it to my collection of things that sound nice, but don't really mean much. Next up, the idea-thieving thumb drives. These sneaky little gadgets roam from desk to desk, pilfering your best ideas under the guise of transferring files. But fear not, for you can outsmart these digital pickpockets with the ancient art of misdirection. Whenever you sense a thumb drive lurking about, start talking loudly about your most absurd ideas. And that's when I realized what our marketing strategy needs: more cowbell. Watch as the thief scurries away, confused and cowbell-laden, leaving your real ideas safe and sound. Now, let's tackle the Sabotage scissors. These are not your crafty kindergarten scissors. These are the scissors that cut deep into the fabric of teamwork. The solution? Dull their blades with the Kevlar of kindness. When you see the scissors coming, patch things up faster than they can snip. Oh, I see you've accidentally cut through the team's morale. No worries, I've got some duct tape and glitter to fix that right up. Nothing confuses Sabotage like a good old-fashioned dose of positivity and glitter. Ah, the manipulation mugs. Beware the colleague who sips from these mugs. They're brimming with schemes. The best defense? A decoy beverage. Arm yourself with your own mug labeled Potion of Immunity to BS. Sip from it every time a manipulator takes a gulp from theirs. Oh, I see your manipulation brew is strong today, but fear not, for I am protected by the ancient elixir of seeing right through you. And now, we ascend to the lofty heights of the ego-inflating office chairs. These thrones have the magical ability to lift one's rear and ego simultaneously. The key to grounding these high flyers? A whoopee cushion of humility. Metaphorically speaking, of course. I see your chair has elevated you once again, John. How's the weather up there? Need an oxygen mask? A little humor can bring even the loftiest egos back down to earth, or at least to the second floor. Next, we have the passive-aggressive Post-its. These little pastel squares are the ninjas of the office supply world, stealthily leaving their friendly reminders and backhanded compliments all over your workspace. How to combat these sneaky stickies? Launch a counteroffensive with your own Post-its. Start leaving positive, overly enthusiastic notes everywhere. Wow, you turned on your computer all by yourself today. Amazing. Soon, the passive-aggressive notes will be drowned in a sea of sarcastic positivity. Moving on to the micromanaging monitors, the digital overlords of the office. These screens see all, know all, and unfortunately, tell all. Escape their ever-present gaze by giving them a show. Open a document and start typing a dramatic office novel. Chapter 1. The Great Stapler Theft Mystery. If you're going to be watched like a reality TV star, you might as well give them something worth watching. Ah, the pessimism printers, the prophets of doom in the corner, always ready to smudge, jam, or run out of toner at the most critical moments. The solution? Treat the printer like a moody friend. Approach it gently, speaking in soft, soothing tones. Who's a good printer? You are? Yes, you are. Bring offerings of fresh paper and occasional toner sacrifices. With enough love and care, you might just turn that frown upside down. Then there are the silent assassin shredders, lurking in wait to destroy crucial documents with their mechanical jaws of oblivion. The best defense? A decoy document titled, Top Secret, How I Plan to Take Over the World. Watch from a safe distance as the shredder gleefully consumes your fake master plan, while your real documents remain safe and sound. And now, we confront the blame-deflecting whiteboards, where accountability goes to die. These slippery surfaces are masters of amnesia, erasing any trace of past promises or plans. Fight back with permanence. Switch to permanent markers. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that important? My bad. Suddenly, everyone's memory might improve when they realize their words are immortalized in indelible ink. And then on our list is the notorious toxic toner. This insidious ink seeps into every memo and email, leaving a black cloud of negativity hanging over the cubicles. How do you combat this chemical warfare? With a little alchemy of your own, of course. Introduce the positivity potion into the mix. For every toxic memo, respond with 2 messages so positive they make a self-help book look like a tragedy. Thank you for pointing out that missing comma. Your attention to detail is as refreshing as an air purifier in a fish market. Next, we encounter the crafty, invisible ink pens, the Houdinis of office supplies. Promises and commitments disappear faster than free donuts in the break room. The solution? The accountability highlighter. Whenever someone tries to jot down a commitment with their vanishing ink, whip out your highlighter and make that promise glow brighter than a neon sign in Vegas. Oh, you'll have that report by Tuesday? Let's highlight that in unforgettable yellow. Then there's the perfectionist paperweights, those oppressive overlords of the desk that squash creativity under the guise of just making it better. It's time to introduce their nemesis, the good enough glider. This paper airplane champions the cause of done is better than perfect. Launch a fleet of these whenever the weight of perfectionism looms. Watch as the good enough glider soars above the mountains of minutiae. Ah, the dreaded feedback echo speakers, devices designed to amplify criticism and somehow always lower the volume on praise. Turn the tables with the Praise PA system. Every time a critique is broadcasted, grab your metaphorical microphone and belt out 2 compliments at concert volume. Fantastic job on navigating that spreadsheet, Susan. And Mike, your handling of the coffee machine crisis was nothing short of heroic. Now, we spotlight the promotion-seeking projectors, ever ready to enlarge the most minuscule accomplishments into Oscar-worthy performances. Time to roll out the reality reel. This highlight reel showcases everyone's achievements in true-to-life scale, ensuring the Office Oscars are awarded to truly deserving performances. And the award for Best Supporting Role in a Meeting goes to everyone who stayed awake. And then we have the dreaded divisiveness, desoldering guns. These nefarious tools have the power to dissolve the strongest bonds of teamwork, leaving nothing but a wasteland of isolated cubicles in their wake. The antidote? The Unity soldering iron. Every time you spot a desoldering gun in action, whip out your iron and start fusing connections with activities that scream teamwork. Think 3-legged email races or synchronized spreadsheet updating. Before you know it, the desoldering guns will be about as useful as a chocolate teapot. Next, we encounter the task-hoarding filing cabinets, those bulging behemoths of bureaucracy that feast on assignments and belch out red tape. The solution lies in the ancient art of responsibility origami. Start folding those tasks into paper airplanes and sail them across the office. Include instructions for a little task origami of their own, and watch as collaboration takes flight, turning the office into an aerial display of shared duties and airborne camaraderie. Now let's turn our attention to the Chronicle USBs, the digital minstrels of the office realm, weaving epic sagas of daily deeds, both real and imagined. To counter their twisted tales, introduce the fact-checking firewall. Every time a Chronicle USB plugs in to spin its yarns, activate your firewall, filtering fact from fiction. Ah, the great printer jam of 21, you say? My firewall tells me it was but a mere paper misfeed, not the cataclysmic event you describe. Ah, the insubordination ink erasers, those rebels without a clause, always ready to rewrite the script. Their nemesis? The permanent marker of policy. Whenever an ink eraser tries to smudge the lines, bring out your marker and reinforce those guidelines with bold, indelible strokes. You erased the no caking the microwave rule? Let me just tattoo that back onto the break room wall. Let's take a look at the morale-draining coffee machines, the purveyors of pessimism, brewing nothing but despair with every drop. Fear not, for the espresso machine of enthusiasm is here. Counter every bitter cup with a shot of positivity. Feeling down after that last sip of gloom? Let me whip you up a can-do cappuccino with a sprinkle of Yes We Can cinnamon. And then we have the notorious Synergy snipping scanners, devices so cunning they can turn a team's harmony into a digital mosaic of mayhem. How do you outsmart such advanced technology? Introduce the anti-division defragmenter. Every time the scanner tries to pixelate your Unity, counteract it by creating a team meme that's so hilarious, it instantly reforms the bonds. Picture this, a meme of the scanner itself with the caption, "Tried to scan our Synergy, but we're in JPEG, not TIFF." Moving on to the sneaky, trust-eroding trash cans. These bins have an appetite for devouring the very fabric of team cohesion. The solution? The confidence composter. For every secret or piece of trust tossed away, write down an affirmation on a piece of recyclable paper and feed it to the composter. I trust Susan's coffee-making skills more than my own life. Watch as trust blooms like a beautiful, environmentally friendly garden. Ah, the infamous overpromise ovens, masters of the culinary disaster, serving up projects that are always underdone. Fight fire with fire, or in this case, with the reality refrigerator. This magical fridge cools down overzealous commitments, ensuring that only well-thought-out projects make it to the table. Your idea to reinvent the wheel? Let's chill it next to my avocado toast 2.0 project. Then there's the under-delivering umbrellas, offering protection from responsibility that collapses faster than a house of cards in a wind tunnel. Combat this with the accountability awnings. These sturdy structures provide reliable cover, ensuring that when the storm of deadlines hits, your team isn't just dry, but triumphantly holding a beach party under the awning's sturdy canvas. Lastly, we tackle the change-resistant chains, the iron shackles of stagnation. These chains are no match for the innovation bolt cutters. With each snip, outdated practices fall away, liberating your team to sail towards the horizon of progress. You say we've always done it this way? Well, we've also always used the bathroom indoors, but that doesn't mean we can't appreciate indoor plumbing. And there you have it, folks, the grand tour of Office Politics 101, conquering the corporate jungle. We've tamed backstabbing briefcases, outwitted idea-draining desk lamps, and even put a spin on gossip-mongering staplers. Remember, in this jungle, your best tool isn't a sharp pencil. It's sharper wit. So the next time you spot a Sabotage scissor or a flattery fan, just chuckle and remember, you're too equipped with humor to be caught in their snare. Keep laughing, keep scheming, and above all, keep your coffee strong and your Post-its positive. Because in the corporate jungle, the one who laughs last laughs best. Thanks for joining this wild ride. Now go forth and conquer your office wilderness with a smile. Thank you for visiting Bitesized Essentials. If you like this video, do like and forward it to your friends. Subscribe to us and choose Receive All Notifications so you won't miss any important updates from us.